So Elsplas dropped the trailer of the Archives update recently, and with that came a lot of new entities, but most of them are still unnamed, except one. Honcho. Now we already know a lot of things about Honcho, but most of them are actually pretty easy to miss by normal players. So in this video I'm going to be explaining exactly who Honcho is and why he might even be friendly and help us out in the archives. So let me just quickly explain Honcho for the people who don't know him yet. Honcho is one of the new entities in the archives, which appears to be a flat humanoid which seemingly is made out of cardboard or paper, almost like a walking cardboard cutout. And he wears a blue t-shirt and a blue tie with dark blue pants held up by brown straps and brown shoes. As for his face, it seems to be blacked out with these bars. In his original design, he was actually way different because, as you can see here, he actually had a blue shirt and brown pants. The Honcho is kind of a special entity because his name actually has a special meaning. So Honcho actually refers to a term called head honcho, which means group leader, which might mean Honcho will kind of run the archives, like as in he is kind of the boss of the archives. This might also mean Honcho is kind of the boss of the entirety of floor 3 as well. Let me explain. So it is actually confirmed that the archives will be setting up the story for floor 3, which means that everything in the archives will add up canonically to the main floors like the hotel and the mines and floor 3. So for example, where originally when you beat the hotel you will slowly get hints toward what happens in the mines, like for example the figure in door 50 and in door 100. And when you enter the mines he is everywhere. And also the Seek chases throughout the hotel. I mean, you literally drain Seek in the ending of the mines, and in the end of the hotel you then eventually go down in an elevator towards the mines. But what if the archives is not just a subfloor? What if the archives is where Doors as a whole is run? Every little thing in the whole Doors universe, even what happens outside the hotel, theoretically. Because the archives is based in an office building, and just like real life, office buildings run the world kinda. They serve as a place for companies to conduct business operations. So what if Honcho is just the leader of the theoretical corporation in the archives? And what if that corporation is the corporation that runs the castle in floor 3, and Honcho is the leader of the company? Since it is literally confirmed that the archives will set floor 3 up, and there's gonna be a lot of things that will be connected. So that means Honcho isn't just a mindless monster like Rush, for example. It means he will behave like a strict supervisor that tracks down any trespassers, just like a real boss would in real life, functioning similarly to how the groundskeeper works in the outdoors. We as players will need to hide from him when he arrives because we are trespassing his home place. He will probably chase us throughout the archives as well, like we see in the trailer. But what if I told you he might help us in the archives? Because just like the groundskeeper, he might just want to keep the peace in his little home. So what if Honcho helps us with the entities and clues, just like the guiding light does in the hotel, for example? And when we trespass into a place, for example where the forget-me-not flowers are on the doors, we will get a message or something that he will be searching for us, and now he's out to kill us. Or maybe he'll search for us after we break certain rules. Just like in a real office building, he might have cameras or just know when we break a rule. For example, stealing. So Honcho isn't necessarily a good or bad entity, he might just be a neutral one. He will kill us if we aggro him, yeah, but he might also help us if we get in trouble, like in the outdoors, for example. Just like the groundkeeper saves us from Icetalk and Bramble in the ending of the outdoors. Maybe we need to do certain tasks like solve a quick puzzle, and if we don't, we need to hide from him or else he will search us up and attack us. And maybe he will save us from an entity chasing us later in the archives. What if Honcho makes it harder and harder to not break the rules so that we have to break a rule eventually to continue playing the game normally? And what if there are certain rooms in general that the player just isn't allowed to enter? This could mean that Honcho is a neutral entity that will be among us in the archives, and when we break a rule or fail to solve a puzzle, he will get mad and then search for us and try to kill us. And there you have it. That is who I think Honcho will be in the archives. Let me know what you think about my idea in the comments down below, and thanks for listening to me up. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. I'm trying to reach 5,000 subscribers before the end of the year, so it would help out a ton. Also make sure to join the Discord server, link in the description. Shout out to these random subscribers here, and see you